God has been quietly changing my heart, and it might lead somewhere I've never expected. A few years ago, I checked out for a while. I went to boot camp and deployments and schoolhouses, and the Marine life, it took my time and my energy and my thoughts, and just didn't feel like I was getting anywhere. Claire, my wife, she moved down after finishing school up in Wisconsin, and being here for a couple weeks, and she said, "Hey, I think it's time that maybe we should find a church." And I remember looking for something that fit and just not finding it right away, and just didn't make it a priority. In between the job and deployments and just the pace, I mean, church just slipped. And then we finally started coming back, and it wasn't like fireworks or this dramatic conversion moment. It was just small things, like walking into a room and not being the only young couple, being invited into life groups, talking about faith with other people who were honestly just trying to figure it out like I was. And that slow, steady belonging just began to do something to me. Over time, I started to notice what was different. I wanted to be home more, and I always knew I wanted to be a dad, but I wasn't aware of how awesome that would be. I wanted my family to have a foundation, and being a part of life groups started the way that I thought about church. From a program to something that you actually live with real people. And listen, I won't pretend I have this, this 5-year checklist or this blueprint, but I do know that my heart has shifted. Claire and I have been talking really just more seriously about, like, what does it look like to stay for a few more years and to serve and to learn what it takes to build something that's healthy. This quiet idea that keeps coming up in our conversations, and it's what would it look like to build something like this back in Wisconsin someday? I mean, it's the place where my family is from. It's where my siblings are, and man, to put a community there that actually makes disciples. And maybe that happens, and maybe it doesn't. But right now, like, the thing that matters is I'm closer to God than I've ever been before. I'm paying attention to where He might lead. God didn't change my job or my schedule overnight. He changed my heart, and He made me want different things. I don't know where that leads. In a life group, yeah. Worship leader, yeah. A church plant? Maybe. What I am sure of, I want to make disciples, and I want my life to give all the glory to Him. And that's enough for me to keep showing up and to keep learning. And if you're wrestling with that idea that I don't have time, I get it. And just start small. Sit with people, join a life group. And God uses those small investments to change hearts. I mean, that's what He did for me. And right now it's leading worship. And maybe it's planting in the future, maybe it's something else entirely. I'm not certain. But I am certain He is faithful, He is trustworthy, and He is worth living in the unknown.